Big Blue. Stop right now. MetLife Stadium just exploded with breaking news. And one major name is already making noise. Jackson Dart survived an injury scare while the training camp medical room fills up. Head coach John Harbaugh is driving this locker room through brutal, gritty practices amidst construction, but the injury list is growing fast. From quarterback health to top draft picks limping off, Big Blue is facing an immediate test of mettle. If you bleed blue, white, and red, smash like and subscribe right now to show Cowboys fans who really owns the NFC East. We kick things off with a chaotic training camp session in East Rutherford that changed the entire depth chart outlook. Stay locked in, because there is a double cliffhanger waiting at the end. The whistle blew, the dust settled, and East Rutherford suddenly felt like a true battleground. If you thought summer practices were supposed to be light walkthroughs, John Harbaugh just shattered that assumption with a grueling, fast-paced 2.5-hour session. But before the team drills even reached full speed, trainer tables inside the complex were already completely occupied. The major headline that sent shockwaves through the front office and had every fan holding their breath: quarterback Jackson Dart appeared to injure his ankle during a high-intensity rep, causing an immediate moment of absolute panic along the sidelines. Visibly shaken, the young signal caller refused to step out of practice, gritting his teeth and pushing through the remaining team periods with incredible determination. While his toughness earned instant respect inside the huddle, the underlying tension surrounding his health remains razor-sharp. And Dart was far from the only concern walking off the field after this brutal practice. A staggering list of essential contributors is currently battling nagging issues as the physical intensity ramps up across every single drill. Starting center John Michael Schmitz is still recovering from a head injury suffered during the final practice at the Greenbrier in West Virginia. Backup center Lucas Patrick continues to be sidelined with a persistent knee issue, forcing the coaching staff to constantly shuffle its interior offensive line depth. Slot cornerback Drew Phillips remains out with a sprained knee, while cornerback Greg Newsome II was restricted strictly to individual drills due to knee tightness before sitting out team reps entirely. Defensive lineman Chauncey Golston limped off midway through the session with a head injury, receiver Jalen Hyatt managed a lower leg issue, and rookie right guard Sisi Mawigoa was evaluated by medical personnel, though Coach Harbaugh confirmed it was not a concussion and the first-round pick did not miss time. Meanwhile, veteran receiver Juju Smith-Schuster is watching his roster security fade away by the day as a persistent knee issue keeps him off the field during critical evaluation periods. Even star wideout Malik Nabers is still restricted, running routes against air and participating only in individual drills as the medical team carefully manages his progression toward a Week 1 return against the rival Dallas Cowboys. Yet despite the growing list of bumps, bruises, and setbacks, John Harbaugh refused to offer any excuses. He addressed the ongoing construction project at the East Rutherford headquarters, which has rendered the weight rooms and locker rooms almost unrecognizable, acknowledging that while conditions are far from luxury, the gritty environment might be exactly what God ordered to build genuine toughness in this football team. Harbaugh even noted that ownership took action on the practice fields after poor spring conditions, hiring specialists to create major improvements that paid off during this intense session. On the field, the play of the day belonged to defensive lineman Darius Alexander, who capitalized on a pass tipped by defensive back Darius Washington, plucking the ball out of the air for a pick six that set off wild celebrations and cemented his case for a starting job on the defensive line. On offense, Darius Slayton put on a clinic by burning rookie Colton Hood with a double move for a 2-minute drill touchdown, while rookie Malachi Fields impressed coaches again by consistently finding open space and hauling in difficult catches. Conversely, backup quarterback Jameis Winston endured a rough day marked by missed targets, saving his only real highlight for a 7-yard pass to tight end Thomas Fadone, while rookie running back Damon Bankston suffered a costly fumble that turned the ball over to the defense. On a positive note, Brian Hudson took first-team reps at center with Schmitz out and executed seamless exchanges with the quarterbacks. Is Harbaugh's relentless physical approach going to build a fearless contender? Or will this rising injury list jeopardize the start of the regular season? Drop your thoughts on practice intensity below. If you believe this team has the grit to dominate the NFC East, hit that like button right now and show rival fans that Big Blue doesn't back down. But as chaotic as this practice session was, the focus shifted rapidly toward a single defensive cornerstone whose status had everyone on edge. A heavy shadow hung over defensive meetings when news broke that the front seven's most explosive young weapon was forced to sit on the sidelines. Fans immediately feared the worst when reports leaked from practice. But head coach John Harbaugh stepped up to set the record straight regarding the status of his marquee defender. The name on everyone's lips? Abdul Carter. The third overall pick in the 2025 NFL Draft sat out practice after sustaining a hand and finger injury, immediately sending shockwaves across local media and fan forums. However, Harbaugh quickly dismissed any long-term panic, confirming the setback is minor and stating there is a very realistic chance Carter returns to the field as early as Tuesday. That reassuring update brought a massive sigh of relief to a front office that invested heavily in his sky-high potential. Carter is currently in the second year of a 4-year rookie contract worth over $45 million, and New York needs every single penny of that massive investment to translate into game-changing production off the edge. Last season brought a steep and volatile learning curve for the former Penn State standout. Arriving in the league with astronomical expectations and early Defensive Rookie of the Year hype, Carter's first year was defined by undeniable flashes of elite physical traits mixed with frustrating inconsistency and off-field missteps. He was disciplined twice in a 3-week span during his rookie campaign, first for sleeping through a morning walk through practice, and later for missing a mandatory team meeting. Those developmental lapses led to reduced playing time in key moments and left a mixed impression on both the coaching staff and the fan base. Despite those hurdles, Carter still finished 5th in the Defensive Rookie of the Year voting, proving that his raw, explosive ability is capable of terrifying opposing offenses even during a learning year. Standing 6'4" and weighing 250 pounds, Carter possesses the rare speed-to-power blueprint required to become an elite edge rusher in today's NFL. Observers at camp have noted clear signs of progress this summer, pointing to refined hand placement, better recognition of blocking schemes, and a far more disciplined, professional approach to his daily routine. With the coaching staff demanding absolute accountability, Carter appears determined to erase last year's distractions and step into a leadership role for this front seven. His ability to turn the corner and bend around elite tackles gives New York a pass-rushing dimension that few teams can match when he is fully locked in. Keeping him healthy, engaged, and aggressive remains the top priority for this entire defensive unit as opening day approaches. With Harbaugh expressing total confidence in a rapid return, this minor hand issue should be nothing more than a brief speed bump in what promises to be a massive Year 2 breakout trajectory. Can Abdul Carter double his sack production and transform into a dominant Pro Bowl pass rusher this fall? Type your exact stat predictions in the comments right now. If you're confident Carter will terrorize quarterbacks all season long, hit like and share this video with every Big Blue fan you know. But while Carter prepares to rejoin his teammates on the field, the front office executed a sudden, decisive roster transaction on the defensive line that caught analysts completely off guard. Roster spots in the NFL during August are earned in sweat and lost in a single phone call. The front office proved once again that prior draft standing or veteran experience guarantees nothing when they officially severed ties with an off-season defensive tackle addition. The identity of the player released? Sam Roberts. The 27-year-old defensive lineman was cut from the 90-man roster on Monday morning to clear space for incoming defensive back J.T. Woods. Roberts had a fascinating journey to the league, playing 5 years of Division II college football at Northwest Missouri State, where he earned all-conference honors 3 times. His dominance at the lower level led to the New England Patriots selecting him in the 6th round of the 2022 NFL Draft. Roberts signed a 4-year rookie contract worth over $3.8 million, which included a signing bonus of more than $171,000. However, his path through the league quickly turned into a journeyman's voyage across multiple franchises. After his stint in New England, he was released and spent time on the Chicago Bears practice squad before catching on with the Atlanta Falcons. Atlanta eventually promoted Roberts to their active roster in September 2025, where he appeared in 5 games and recorded 18 tackles, 1 tackle for loss, and 1 sack. After playing out his deal, he signed with Big Blue this past offseason, hoping to carve out a rotational role on the interior defensive line. But with training camp competition heating up and young defensive linemen like Darius Alexander making explosive plays daily, management decided to pivot. The defensive line room in New York is becoming increasingly crowded, and the staff felt that Roberts was falling behind in the battle for backup interior snaps. By waiving Roberts, the organization created an immediate roster opening to sign secondary help in J.T. Woods, addressing a defensive backfield that is currently depleted by injuries to Drew Phillips and Greg Newsome too. This decisive move highlights how aggressively Coach John Harbaugh and the front office are evaluating every single spot on the depth chart before final roster cuts arrive. Releasing a solid veteran tackle like Roberts sends a crystal-clear message across the entire facility. Past resume means nothing, and only immediate daily output on the practice field will keep you in New York. Do you agree with waiving interior line depth to bolster the secondary? Or should management have kept Roberts around for run-stuffing rotation? Share your roster take in the comment section right now. And if you trust the front office's vision to construct a championship contender, smash that like button to support the squad. Now, let's step back and analyze how all these breaking camp moves weave together into one massive narrative for the upcoming season. 3 stories, 1 clear direction for Big Blue. Jackson Dart pushing through an ankle scare, John Harbaugh enforcing a gritty identity through camp injuries, Abdul Carter nearing a quick return, and the front office relentlessly tuning the depth chart prove that New York is building something resilient. The NFC East is a dogfight, but this roster is being forged in the heat of tough practices. If the secondary stays healthy with new additions and Carter takes that leap into elite edge status, opponents are going to have a nightmare at MetLife Stadium. Here is what I need from Big Blue right now. 1. Smash that like button. If you believe John Harbaugh's physical approach is exactly what this franchise needed to reclaim respect. 2. Drop a comment below with your exact record prediction for this season. Are we winning 10 games and taking the division? 3. Hit subscribe immediately because every new subscriber helps us outshout Eagles and Cowboys fans as we bring you the fastest NFL updates all year long. But hold on, because the drama isn't over yet. Insiders hint that another veteran free agent defensive back is currently visiting East Rutherford, and a deal could be signed within 24 hours. Meanwhile, Philadelphia just freed up cap space to pursue a trade with an NFC West rival that could shift division power entirely. Which domino falls first? Subscribe now, stay locked in, and let's make the entire league fear Big Blue. See you in the next breakdown.